think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Alfred, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renan top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganatheros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cislodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I thought too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dana's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated, as if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Where are these Forland mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again. Okay, off we go.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
If you need help with anything, just let me know.
I must admit, I'm rather proud of this dish.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Hey, do you have time to talk? There's something I need to ask you.
Of course. What's up?
It's about the doll I used to have as a little girl. I gave it some more thought, and I still don't remember actually receiving it from anyone.
You were so little. I don't think it's that surprising you've forgotten, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That doll was so old, I'm starting to think I just always had it with me from the start. I know that it's extremely unlikely, but after last time we talked, it got me thinking. Maybe you brought the doll that child made with you to Lenegis.
I couldn't be.
Are you saying you didn't? Look, logically speaking, I know it's a lot more likely that you didn't bring it with you than you did. But you can't say for sure you didn't, right? Crazier things have happened. I always thought I'd be alone, only to end up meeting you, and Law, and Rinwell, and Kisara, and Dohalim. Sometimes things happen in life that we never thought possible.
You make a good point. I left everyone and everything I knew behind 300 years ago. But now, I'm not so alone anymore.
Exactly. You crossed all those centuries to find all of us, so...
Why can't a little doll have made the same jump too?
Right? Look, it's up to you to decide if there's any meaning behind all of this. But I choose to think there is.
Yeah, I think so too. There's something beautiful about the whole thing that simply can't be denied.
I'm looking forward to breakfast. Morning. Ready to head out?
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Here I come! You're
I
finished!
never miss! Ready to go! All back in their defenses!
Glad you had your aces. This one's got your name on it!
Action to action, a merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Going in! Strike!
Elusive deity!
Here I come!
Rotating pile driver! I'll face you!
Burn!
I'm gone. Hurricane
Take this!
Thrust! This one's mine.
Strike!
Make it rain. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Let's see what you've got.
here I come!
Hurricane Strike.
face you!
Lunar corruption! Lunar blast!
You're mine!
These ones can run rings around us!
Demon
You're
Knight!
mine!
This one's mine!
Prepare to be seized over this fault. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Take this! Look shot! You're finished!
Make it rain!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
All glory unto Forland!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Spear! Here's the Where are you going?
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that! Glacial spear!
No further!
Take you all
Glacial spear! Evil! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
None shall escape my judgment!
Take this!
This one's mine!
No one shall break this night.
You're finished!
None shall escape my judgment!
Appreciate the help!
It's over! You're mine! This one's all mine! You're mine! Eat this!
Make it rain! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor's what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
So, fire and earth astral energy, huh?
A perfect combination. Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Where are you going? Hurricane Flight!
Bloody
Those aren't
take
even natural! Mega Ray! Flaming Meteor! Power of Water!
You're mine!
Steering Flame! Go!
Prepare to be sealed on fleet of foot.
Forward off!
Actually,
Do it!
found is more appropriate.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Think we overdid it?
Now! You're
Not by
mine!
a long shot.
Here I come!
Into the shadows!
Here's soaring! You're mine!
Lightning!
It's over!
On your knees.
It's over!
Hurricane
You're
Flight!
mine!
Radiant
It's
Spear!
over!
Here's the
My turn! Here I come!
Blaze Lancer! Do it!
We managed to pull through.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renins had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Do my best!
Take the flame inside me! Yours to be let free! Take this!
I can shatter any steel!
Going in. Radiant.
Hurricane Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion,
Do
can you
it.
take care of them?
No sooner. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Back into the fray.
Captivity!
Primed and ready.
Elusive deity! Eagle ray!
Glacial spear.
You're mine! You're
On guard. Freeze laser.
Take this!
This one's mine.
It's over! You're mine!
Lightning.
It's over!
On guard.
Take this! I'm ready! It's over!
Kisara, go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long
Lunar
shot.
blast. Watson.
Here I come! It's over!
Mega ray. Annihilation. Astral energy. Full throttle. We won that by a mile.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Denied!
House it. Primed and ready.
Here I come! Take this! Not today! You're mine!
Going in.
Got flyers!
I got it.
ready.
Let him mark me. Astral energy. Full throttle.
Can't handle me, can you?
We turn the tables on
I'm ready!
There's still one left.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
How long has it been since I last went this hungry? Discourteous, aren't you?
mine! I'm not done!
Looks like you wanna play?
You're mine!
Come at me!
You're finished! Here I come!
Going in. Is that statue wielding art? Now I've seen everything.
Here I come!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Resonate with the earth! Here I come! Take this!
Hurricane
You're
strike.
finished!
Here
Here I come!
Hurricane strike.
This one's mine!
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
Milking place here! Look sharp!
Here I come!
This one's mine! Who wants to die next? Glacial fire!
Eat dirt!
Rending you apart! Eat dirt!
Bloody
Just
hell!
burn up!
Escape!
Do it!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Glacial spear!
Magnificently done.
Here I come!
Freeze! Where are you going?
You're mine!
Tiger blade!
I'm ready!
Holy! This one's got your name on it!
Ash to action!
Looks like it could be worth something.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Forland's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
I won't forgive you! You want me? Come get me! Going in!
Here I come! It's over! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal!
Here's evil!
Take this! It's over!
No further!
Hurricane flight!
Take this! You're finished!
Here I
come!
Hurricane flight!
Here I come! Take this!
Hurricane flight!
You're finished!
Look sharp!
Take this!
Flame of fury!
Take this!
Hurricane flight!
You're mine! You're finished! Take this! This
Where
one's
are you
all mine!
going? This is it! Do it!
Crush!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
You're mine! It's over! No escape! Here I come! You're finished! Eat dirt!
Resonate with the earth! Here's
You're
evil!
finished!
Make it rain!
Frozen!
Hammer! You're mine!
Rending you apart!
You're mine!
Bloody howling!
Opted for an intricately crafted weapon as usual.
It is beautiful in both function and form.
You're gonna hate when it gets scratched.
That equipment should come in handy.
Forgive you!
Hurricane flight! It's over!
Get behind me!
Here I come! You're finished! I'll grind you in the dust! You're finished! You're mine!
Shield and hate!
You're
Take your
mine!
break! Kisara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
My turn!
Not by a long shot!
It's over!
Can't get out of this!
Radiant
Damn it! Too fast!
This one's
Stand
mine!
back! I'll trip it up!
Do it!
You're mine! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
like this should be easy. I'm not done!
I'm gone!
You're mine!
Hurricane judgment!
Take this!
Nothing gets
Your
my
will
way.
won't save you from me!
The flame inside me yearns to be rent-free!
None shall escape this one's mine!
Take this! It's over!
Hurricane
Take this!
Now we're not.
Here I come! Burn!
None shall escape
An
my
astral
judgment!
art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Do it!
Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Glacial spear! Pierce
Take
evil!
this!
Hurricane foot!
Look sharp!
No escape! Rising Wyvern!
Could have been worse.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cislodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell. Are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegus along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the two of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Denied!
It's over!
Lightning! Downfall!
Here I go! You're mine!
Here I come!
Tiger Blade!
Another astral energy! Full throttle!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
It's over!
Actually, perhaps the round is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Can't get out of this!
You're
Make
my
it rain!
one chance! No escape!
Lunar corruption!
You're mine!
By the power of...
Huh?
Well then, let's keep moving.
Gotta break through!
Here I go. It's over.
This one's mine!
You're mine!
Hurricane
It's
Flight!
over! You're mine!
Piercing roar! Glacier
You're mine!
Spear!
You're finished! Take this!
Freeze laser!
I'm ready!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Everlasting dark.
Not by a long shot! Hurricane Flight!
You're finished!
On your
Take this!
Do it!
Air pressure!
That extra training paid off.
You wanna play? Nothing gets by me!
Take this!
None shall escape
It's
my
over!
Hurricane
Here I
Flight!
come!
Look sharp!
It's over!
Hurricane Flight!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're big.
Here I come! You got fired!
I've got this. Let a marksman hit.
Hurricane Flight!
All yours! You're finished!
This one's mine!
Annihilation.
You're mine!
Do it.
Huh?
Reload.
You're mine! You're finished! Here I come!
Hurricane Flight!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Switch down! Look sharp!
Take this!
Make it rain!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Take it. And again.
Going in!
It's over!
Air pressure!
Going in!
I'm not done!
By the power of...
Rending you apart! The heavens must be smiling.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
La,
Yeah. We're getting close.
That's far enough!
You're mine! You're finished! Take this!
Does it hurt?
Take
Dance on the wind!
You're mine!
It's over!
Let the dice sink.
Eat dirt!
They might
Take this!
Mega Ray.
your natural defenses are fading.
I'm a sitting duck.
retreat from the
Phil,
start.
can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
You're mine!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and with my sword.
This one's mine. This is it.
Everlasting
Back into the
dark.
fray.
Negative gate.
How about
Resonate with the
this?
earth.
Mega Ray.
This one's mine!
Take this! You're finished!
Glacial Fire! Tiger Blade!
I feel sprightlier than before.
see what you've got.
Here I come! You want me? Come
No
get me!
further!
Hurricane
The flame
Florida!
inside me yearns to be let free. You're finished!
Tiger Blade! Hurricane! Reload! Mounted! I'm all stuffed up! Primed and ready!
Great, impressive. I didn't even get to have my turn.
History abounds with tales of lords daring exploits.
Maybe you'll share some with me.
Freeze Lancer!
It's over! You're mine!
Thank you.
Hurricane Strike! I'll fix you up! Recover!
Okay, here I go. You're finished! Blue escape! Take this! Blue escape!
None shall
You're
escape
mine!
my judgment! This one's mine!
Rotating burn it! Begin! You're mine!
Here I go!
It's over!
Major Blade! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Coming through!
You're mine! You're finished! Here I come! It's over! Here I come! It's over!
Far enough!
I'm not done!
I never miss!
Take this! It's over! You're mine!
You ready? Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry distraction.
My
There's
turn!
still more to go!
Elusive deity!
Rotating pile.
Move
In a vine.
Strike!
Here Gemini Aqua!
Take
Whew. Thank goodness we won.
I'll do my best!
The flame inside me! You're mine! Eat this! You're mine! You're finished! Take it!
Keep going! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Here I come!
Not
You're
by a
finished.
long shot.
Hurricane Strike!
Impressive, Johan.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Or so they say. People say that?
Tiger Blade!
I'm not done!
Do it!
On your
Get toasty!
bird strike!
Resonate with the earth!
Stalagmite! It's over!
Do it!
Step back. This one's all law. We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. and that's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah, I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
I wonder what we can make with this.
If you can't decide, I'll have it raw.
Hey, wait! Don't eat that!
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back, as soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Heros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cislodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah, now we can focus on finding a ship.